Um, is everyone is watching? I don't plan on talking much. Let's wait for me. This is hi. I don't plan on talking much. This is sort of just for Nikki because I got a big cool to chair, but my siblings are asleep, so I'm not going to talk much. Hi, Mikey. I don't know if you heard my first bit. My siblings are trying to sleep, so I don't really plan on talking, but I just thought you might want to watch this because I am drawing your character. Um, Man, Sawyer eyes so off. it's like where I am, and I've got somewhere to go now. I get how long I'll be able to stick around. So if I ask me any question, yeah, that's one of the reasons I like here. Sawyer eyes just look so off. I don't know what I've done wrong. Okay, I do like got one question. Is this entire arm green? So it would make a great therapist if you weren't wasted all the time. Yeah, maybe. But also, so what I plan, like, in my head is Marcos is saying, like, let's see, I'm gonna recheck what he said in the last What would you know? Then you think kid and start typing. Like I'm imagining this is several drinks later. Just like I've had everything taken away from me. My wings, my life, my future, or my autonomy. I am 18. I have a 4-year-old daughter. Do you think I'm okay? Just, very angsty. Love that anxiety deals with angsty. Right. What you're saying is covered by the heart. Okay. So XD. Okay. Cool talking. Oh, thanks, Clay. Um, thanks for watching. I don't plan on talking much. This is just to show off. I wonder if I could get like some music in the background, but I don't know how I do that. But it'd be nice if I could just have like some sort of classical music in the background while I draw, so I don't have to talk to you guys to get to listen to something. If you were ever wondering why Sawyer called him Kid, Sawyer has this weird thing called Little Jordan him Kid. I didn't get how Marcos is, so let's kind of thrown in there. Well, okay. Marcos, again, is 18. He, like, in his head, he's an adult, but he really isn't. Like, a lot of people call him Kid. Also, like, what Sawyer is, like, nearly or actually twice Marcus's age, so I got it fixed. Marcus is like, I think Marcus might actually be like 5'9", but he is like really skinny because he got really sick, like really near death sick, and hasn't been able to regain his strength since. I really would be talking more if I didn't have siblings. Yeah, sorry, I was 25. Oh, man, only 25? Huh. Yeah, in my head he was like 36. 25 is very young to be that thing. No, I guess it's sort of part of it. I think you might have mentioned that. That's what it passed when he was 19. Okay, I don't know your lore. Horace, so you're dead? Are all your characters dead? I got, I got questions. All the characters across the scenes were unless in the of who were incarnated in commanders with keep and memories of their past lives and personalities. Oh, that is super interesting. Wow. All the furries are dead people. No, that's really cool. Sarah was an alcoholic with a lot of issues with his father, even though God passed took his drink in his second life. Is there any way he coped with being in the zone? I mean, your story is so cool. I don't know. I will look into it. Maybe I will once I like change schools. Right now, school is really stressful, and I just don't have time to engage in barely anything. But maybe once I have like actual free time, like is things written down? So there's also yeah, I did see that on the unveil, which is interesting. So what happens when like an anthro dies? Do they just stay in anthro, or do they just stay dead, or what? When anthro dies, they stay dead. Yeah, then for Argona, you got us a new universe to play with. Oh, this is extremely interesting. I I don't know what to say. I am just amazed. I could get into like the lore of Marcos, but like I came up with that with my next door neighbor, and my neighbor is very much offline. Um, and so like they don't want to be online, so I don't want to like you know yeah. Oh, and if Clay, you are here because I saw you comment just now. The character from Marcos is Mikey's character, Sawyer. Yeah. I really could get into the lore of Marcos. I might just explain basic stuff about him because I want to and you're on the channel and you must submit to my every whim or else. Okay. So this is Marcos plot. He His father is Colin Plot. His father doesn't have parents. His father just sort of spawned and started writing stories. Marco Post grew up in a library, this huge magical library filled with every story that could possibly exist. But the stories aren't all there yet. And Marcos's job is to write some of them. I guess at least not every character is turned into an anthro. Like Isaac, who is now a demon. Poor guy. Yeah, demons are fun. But yeah, Marcos, he grew up in this magical library. Um, he has a little sister named Annette, who is my neighbor's character. Marcos, entire life, Marcos is a crossbreed between two races my neighbor made up, known as the Ochame and the Wasori. Ochame are meant to be extinct, but there's two left, and they are Afornia, who is Marcos's mentor and the oldest person here. She's immortal and runs the library. And his dad, who again, wasn't born, he just sort of spawned. And because of that, his dad doesn't have a soul. Marcos does have a soul, but only have a soul. His mother is just a regular story, but due to him being a crossbreed, he's a bit deformed. Not externally, but internally. Not all of his organs work together quite right, and it does cause him a lot of medical issues. And on top of that, he has been stabbed in the heart by a demon. Said demon is Bill Cipher because when I came up with lore, I was going through a Gravity Falls phase, so yeah. A lot of my characters have encounters with Bill Cipher, and now he's the father of one of my main characters, and sometimes things just go like that. Marcos, his family is not his family, but his mother is extremely religious. And so is Marcos. They have a very fundamental traditionalist view. Marcos is also bisexual and does not know it, which becomes very fun in the future. The scar on his face came from his father. Because his father just gets these mood swings sometimes, or he just completely lacks the ability to control any of his emotions. Well, Colin Flop, Marcos' father, has lacked the ability to control his emotions since he was 6, when he sold it to again Bill Cipher in exchange for having his depression taken away. Because yeah. So very tragic. Marcos is constantly freaking out, just like he just there's things he wants to do, but it all goes against his religion, what he's taught was right. His father, who he does care about, but it's sort of neglectful and sometimes abusive, but he really can't control it. It's still his fault though. He sort of relies on his mother, who again is extremely religious. Marcos growing up has always been extremely lonely. He's never really been able to have friends, and he's always wanted a girlfriend. Every single girlfriend he's had has been driven away by his little sister, Annette. Because Annette insists that every single person Marcos dates is evil, and that tends to drive them off. One day he starts dating this girl named Yusa, and once again, Annette says she's evil, and Marcos doesn't believe her. Marcos doesn't believe her, and luckily, finally, Yusa actually stays. Unfortunately, this is the one time where Yusa actually is not evil, but doesn't have good intentions. And Marcos also, Marcos rushes all of his relationships because they knows they're not gonna all be short. But he realizes that Yusa is abusive, so starts making plans to break up with her. So she baby traps him, and Marcos is immediately forced to marry her. At this time, Marcos is 18, Yusa is 17. And no one actually knows that like the way Yusa like baby trapped him is like Yusa has like a sort of like love venom in her wrists, and basically drugged Marcos. So that's always fun. But no one really knew this at the time. If I flash forward, Marcos has a 4-year-old daughter. Marcos is still 18 though, because when I do time skips, I don't want to time skip everyone. So his daughter is 14. Not 14. His daughter is 4, while Marcos is 18. Actually, in the current day, I still have Marcos as 18 because the story hasn't progressed, but the story with Alia, his daughter, has. So actually, Marcos is this 18-year-old currently has a 14-year-old daughter, but it's fine. Like, it's very much acknowledged in the universe that time skips just happened and not everyone's going to be lined up. But, yeah. That's a bunch of Marcos lore. And during all that lore, I was busy, not drawing because I have trouble doing multiple things at once. Because I learned earlier today that I have ADHD. Woohoo! It's not that fun. Alright. Any other details for Marcos? Nope. What time is it? Alright, 11. I'm not going to stay up past midnight because I need to go to bed. I'm going to do Sawyer, and then I don't think I'll do a lot with shading this. I just, not really in the mood. I've been doing a lot of huge drawings recently, and I just don't want to do another. So let me pull up the Sawyer reference sheet. Alright. Sawyer, I love Sawyer. He's so fluffy. A lot of times skips are just a thing in that universe. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. Okay. So Marcos plot Marcos like he lives in the library, and the whole idea is that everything is a story, and it's a story that the plots write, and so the plots, they all know about the time skips. Everyone else, they just sort of don't think about it, and the plots have to make sure they don't think about it because otherwise, people will start going wild, which is a whole nother can of worms. But basically, it's very much a thing that's it's hammered, that the plot's trying to hammer into anyone, and it's just if your reality seems weird, don't question it, because if you learn what's actually going on, you won't like it, and then you will stop having a life. Because here's the thing, I had this one character. His name was Wild. He was a robot. But I love torturing him because that's what you do with your OCs. You torture them. And I thought it'd be fun if I gave Wild sentience, and Wild actually knew he was in a story, because it'd be angsty. But because of this, he became, after the first month, he just became incredibly boring. And I couldn't undo that because so much has happened. So now, Marcos is just me reminding myself that I can't do this super meta stuff because it ends poorly. It's just called Going Wild, and I have my characters keeping everything in check. Because the way this fictional universe started out, I was a character in it. It all started out as a Mega Man fan fiction, and by Mega Man fan fiction, it's a Mega Man roleplay of me and my neighbor in our backyard. and then Marco, and then Wild, who was my biometal's older brother, kept blaming plot convenience for all the bad things happening in his life, and I thought it'd be funny if I made that a character. So we got Colin plot, and then we focused a bit on Colin, and then suddenly he had a wife and kids, and yeah. And now Marcos has kids, and I'm currently shipping his kid with the son of Bill Cipher, but the adopted son, because in my headcanon Bill is infertile because I thought it would. It's a whole drama thing I have. It's a lot of fun. Moral of the story is don't question things. Interesting thing, like with Marcos's daughter Alia, is like she like grew up also in the library, being like taught that like the things she knows about how the world works, she cannot tell anyone because it will basically kill them. The only issue is Alia is a protagonist. So bad things happen to her and her friends, and she can't do anything about it or she'll hurt them. So but, but like she sort of can, but she can't say why. So Alia will just be like, we we need to do this thing, and everyone's why, and everyone's like why, and she's like, I can't tell you, but people sort of understand. Like people know who the plots are. Like there's a whole lot of reasons why they've saved the world a couple times. It's just a whole thing. I don't know why I'm doing everything on a separate layer if I don't plan to shade them all. But having stuff on separate layers is nice when you want to like you suddenly decide you want to change what colors you're using. Yeah. I love doing super meta stories. Sentient AI and Rogue AI are two of my favorite story tropes to mess with. Yeah, it's fun, but like I just don't go near it anymore because of what happened with Wild. Wild does still show up from time to time, um, and he's generally here to kill the plots because he just hates them. But also, like Wild knows about my existence, and it doesn't help that his sister also knows all of this and just doesn't care because she knows that if she acknowledges this, she'll also basically die. My characters live in like a dystopian, and it's one I created, and I really don't care. Hmm. I really gotta live stream more. I gotta talk about my lore more. It's a whole lot of fun. I got a new heart. I got a new heart. I got a new heart. I got a new artificial heart. It's not a real heart. It's not a real heart. It's not a real heart. It is a real artificial heart. Hey, I was curious. What was in like the original glasses and like your drawing? Because like it was green, and I don't like. I mean, I have had some green drinks, and they were pretty strong, honestly. But like I don't know, it's just not something I'm used to. Like whole drinking culture and everything around it. As a 15-year-old, I'm not very aware of all of it. Uh, I just made the drink because why not? Grid is one of my favorite colors to use in drawing. It is a whole lot of fun. Like I really like using it as an accent color. Like it just works really well. I'm thinking of making a grass drawing tutorial because like I've gotten really good at it. I think, in my opinion, I'm going to do sort of space, then the drinks, then the shading. Then I don't think I'll do text. I have a really illegible handwriting. I really like how there aren't any like shines in Sawyer's eyes. It just makes him look sort of dead inside, and like that fits. Like I don't like Greenish drink I know about the Halloween cocktail, which is definitely not what he has in the drawing next to you. Yeah, I've been to like this place like for like duck pin bowling by the garage, and I actually got a green drink there. It had like ginger ale and green apple and sour candy. It was like non-alcoholic, of course, because I don't know if you can tell from the fact that I'm a minor, but I am not allowed to drink. Shocker, I know. I really like the colors you use. They just sort of work. Okay, next this is teeth. Alright. Yeah, so guys, I purposely got Grendel and Glare. I actually did that one designing him and kept it. Yeah, it just sort of works. Gets up sort of dead inside. I'm gonna make Marcus's eyes like more bloodshot looking. Because, he's a little insane. The same people don't get to be healthy. What are you, nuts? You must be crazy. I'll, I'm not sorry that I grew up bloodshot too from drinking. Okay. Cups. I have held my fingers and it goes chop chop chop. If I miss this space, I clean my fingers will go on. I wasn't saying my things, but I oh, chop 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 chop. But you can't let this be. I need to hit my fingers and my hands will start to play. I'm sure it has something. I don't figure out the no. That's no idea. Yeah, so his eyes. Yeah, alright, yeah, said that. Oh, yeah. Okay. You shouldn't leave. No. Alright. I think my personal favorite thing about Slayer is the sweater. I wanted to give a try to her, and I had a great idea of making the stripe color an entire sleeve. It looks comfy. I want one. Okay, you know what I love about Sawyer? How fluffy his face is. Like, look at those perfect like oval eyebrows. Like, I just want to squish his face and give him like kisses, and I don't care if he hates it. He's my little puppy now. Which one do I love? Tell me if you want to live. I guess I'll just pretend to know it. I find this one. Oh, this is cute. Yeah, they're just the best. I wish I had cute little doll eyebrows. I wonder if there'll ever be a fashion thing to like shave and marker your eyebrows into like dots. I don't see. I just like how fluffy it is. I have a habit of making my furry characters super fluffy. Well, yeah, the whole point of them being furry characters is that they are fluffy. Like, I've been wanting to watch Midsommar lately, like that cult movie. Like I've never seen it, and I just think it'd be like fun to just watch. Maybe good inspiration. I deal with a lot of cults in my section. It's just like really fun to like try and figure out how it would work and like the society and how they brainwash people. Because brainwashing people, it's just one of my favorite pastimes. You know, I find I'm way more confident with my brush strokes when I'm actually like drawing physically and not digitally. And I just wish I could be more confident with my brush strokes when I was drawing digitally because I just think it looks better. Yeah, they're doing great. I find cult experience being one of my night flights in a is a previous cult leader. Yeah, I got so many different cults too, like with their own practices. And like I have gods as characters, and basically how gods work in my thing. And like due to Margot's being Catholic, I also have the Catholic god. He's not really a character, but he does technically exist. And basically, in my world, gods get all of their power, like to like do things and stuff, from being worshipped. And different types of worship give you more power. For example, a sacrifice, that's going to give you way more than a prayer. But the huge factions like current day Christianity, they have so many people, they don't need to have, constant human and goat sacrifices. They can just have the billions of people praying and stuff. And like I just I just really like having like my gods function like that. I just think it works pretty well. Alright. I think I'll shade everything. What time is it? 11:30. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a quick shading. I might like do a more complicated shading later, but I have to get to sleep soon because I gotta reset my sleep schedule because I'm going across the country to LA for spring break. Ooh, a little bit of bragging there, but I'm allowed to. No, they're doing it. I don't do that. I've noticed that like on YouTube, you get so many more views doing shorts. And like I'll do the short of the exact same speed draw, exact same music in the background, and the one I put on YouTube, like on the shorts, just gets so many more views. It's crazy. And it's like, why even bother? There's like 7 people who are gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you really post shorts, Mikey. I was like subscribed to you on my Rackspec channel, but I never watch stuff on my Rackspec channel. I always watch stuff on like a different channel that my parents pay for premium for. So like for a while, I just didn't get your stuff when it came out, unfortunately. I don't know if you do shorts. I mean, they're a great way to grow your following. I have gotten all of my subscribers from shorts. Like, unless like it's someone I know personally, they found me through shorts and subscribed to see more of my shorts. I would use that, but I absolutely despise shorts. I know how great they are for growing a channel, but I will likely never make shorts of them for long form content anyways. That's fair. I honestly really do like making shorts. It's like a whole lot of fun for me. Like it's not for you, then it's not for you, and like you should be on YouTube to like make stuff you want to make, not to get subscribers. So you want to make those subscribers, so that's a joke. And the main reason like I want more subscribers is because I just want to share my work with more people. I'm not gonna add people in the background because by now, like, you see how many more drinks there are. They're all gone by now. So yeah, I think the background will probably got how many drinks these two are downing. Yeah, yeah, Marcos. So fun fact is, actually no, I don't think I want to say that. But Marcos gets weird when he gets drunk. But yeah, it's like about 11:30. I gotta get to bed. So yeah, I'll post this DeviantArt and then I can go into sleep. I have this recorded and I'll post it on YouTube like eventually. But like the biggest issue for me not posting on YouTube at the moment is I can't pick out which song to put in the background. But yeah. Yeah, thanks so much for coming. I use NCS songs. Yeah, I take a song I like and then I record it to get the file for it. And because I'm not making money off it, it's okay. But yeah, I'm done. So I also got to go to bed. Good night. Good night. Thank you for watching, everyone who's here. Bye.